a kid growing up in rural Missouri, I would have bought it and let it go and think, oh, maybe something's going to change. But when you have a child and you really listen to what they're saying about their gender, it's not a phase. It's been present in Owen's life from day one, basically. And to see the relief on their face when they came out to me as genderqueer at the age 8.5 years old, and the relief that they feel and the joy that they feel around it, phase, don't even use it around me. You only have one life to live, and this is the time to be who you are. Fuck your phases.
I like to use Z, it, or they, or them. I told him about, like, I was, like, not, like, a boy or a girl. And I told him that, I forgot what they are, pronouns and nouns.
Pronouns.
Yeah, pronoun. I told him about the pronoun Z, and now he calls me Z Panda Bear for some reason.
Started seeing, like, the signs that their gender was in question probably when the first time they could make a decision between a truck and a doll. They always chose the dolls and dresses, and probably, I would say, like 5 months old is when it first started. And when they were about 1.5, 2 talking, they would tell me that they were a girl, and very strongly so. And that's when we just decided that, you know, whatever Owen wants or feels like Owen is, you know, whoever they feel like they are, we just want Owen to be the person that they are, and we've always just let them pick what they want to do to be their own self. It's not our choice, it's theirs.
So, do you want to be the prince? Because you look handsome.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, you dress up as a boy.
Yeah.
Okay? And I dress up as a girl, okay?
Are you going to do that right now?
Let's do it right now.
Do what right now?
Play right now.
Really quickly?
Genderqueer means that you're, like, neither genders and both genders at the same time, kind of.
That's pretty great.
I
Does it feel good to finally, like, be able to just, like, be yourself?
Yeah.
You know, you could see the relief in your face when you told me. Well, living in Minneapolis, of course, it's a very gender fluid, accepting place to raise a child and to live. And it actually couldn't, I can't imagine raising them and actually living anywhere else with them other than Minneapolis. We've been able to kind of have fun with our gender here because it's more accepting here than anywhere that I've ever been in my life. We kind of play with it. There have been times when Owen puts on their dress and I put on my bow tie and we do alley walks. And I remember even a time going to the grocery store and we were like, you know, feeling good about ourselves. They had on their princess dress and my bow tie and vest, and we've had people come up to us. I remember at the grocery store having someone come up to me and saying, thank you for letting your son wear a dress if they want to. It's okay to be who you are and just keep going with what you're doing, and that's what we did for a lot of years. Since they've started school, Owen, since they've started school, it's been a little bit different in that, you know, most of the kids come from very traditional, conventional type of families. They haven't quite been as expressive with their gender as they have in the past, but it's still here. Minneapolis is amazing for that. It's quite opposite from what I had as a kid growing up in rural Missouri. It's like there's no room for that kind of thing, but it's been a very advantageous thing for us to be living here in this city where there's like a movement going on here, and I'm so happy that the two of us are a part of it. Owen's other parent and I decided that we would take them to a specialist just to see, you know, I wanted to make sure we weren't doing anything wrong. I didn't want to hurt the process, whatever that process is for Owen. And so we went a couple times, and it just really felt too clinical. So I decided that I would just kind of just listen to what they were saying and figure it out on our own. I mean, I think the best learning that we can do are from small, innocent children who aren't tainted by the world. And if we just listen to them, I kind of felt like we could figure this all out on our own without the help of any sort of professional diagnosis or whatever. Well, Owen and I have the kind of relationship that I think that they can, they feel comfortable telling me just about anything that they're going through, or any questions that they have, they feel comfortable asking me, and we talk openly and about the truth of anything. Nothing's, you know, masked over like what society like really makes us do. We talk about the actual truth of things, and I think they feel comfortable talking to me just about anything. My parents were very hands-off. They were separated, and not a lot of involvement or really anything, any kind of feelings or thoughts that I had towards my gender at the time. They weren't around. They didn't have any bearing on anything. It's quite opposite what it is with Owen. There were a lot of things in life that I decided I was going to do differently, and one of them was actually listening to my child and hearing what they had to say and about their feelings, because they're, you know, legitimate. So it's actually kind of night and day that it was with my mom and my dad, really. It's not about me anyway, it's about Owen, my princess boy. Owen was about 4 years old. He was in daycare, and they had a costume day, so you could come dressed as your favorite prince or princess. We bought 2 dresses and 1 prince costume. I sent him in the prince costume. And as you can see by that picture, he's pretty dang sad. I was beating myself up all morning about it. I was really beating myself up. And at about noon, I decided that I would go grab the dress and take it to them at school. And so when I got there, they were taking their nap. They woke up from their nap, and I was holding their dress, and they came running over, grabbed the dress, put it on. And that's what you get right there. They were so happy. It was like a different kid. It was so crazy. There's not much I wouldn't do for Owen at all. I would do anything. As long as they can always be their like one true beautiful self, they have my back all the way.
But we can play there. There are lots of
Are you on
clubs.
TV?
Yes.
Just be yourself, and no matter what, you have my support. As a parent, you have my support. It's okay to be yourself. That's what it's all about anyway. You know, there shouldn't be no categories for anyone at all.